Welcome everyone. Hello. Welcome to me serenading you. Welcome to the old realm, everyone. Welcome back once again. Hello. Alright. Okay. Gotta bring up our chat. Welcome everyone. The reason why we're starting early today, well, I say that. The reason why we're starting early today is because we've got 2 streams I gotta do today. So, we're gonna go ahead and do our Bannerlord kind of grindy stream today because we gotta work on reputation and just overall improving our character and how terrible he is, because the build is too scattered. We were a little too loosey-goosey with our choices, and you know, knowing how to build a proper vampire character and versus a knight and all that, and having the knowledge properly there ahead of time for already having played to be able to create an efficient character. So, we're gonna have to pick up those pieces today in order to get enough units and enough supplies so we can mosey our way up to the Empire next episode, coming this week, to get our butler captain, our guns, well, learn how to use guns first, then our guns. Gotta read some books, gotta learn, gotta get that knowledge. And then we will be kind of at our end of this kind of preview series. Is what I'm gonna call it at this point because the way things have turned out. So it's basically as a preview series to the true series that will come once this is a little more stable with some of the starts. So today is Balance Day. Welcome, Frosty. It's a lot louder today than I remember. Load the Helsing clan. Also, why I'm loading immediately is we are going to be grindy a little bit today because we have to pick up all these pieces. But lessons learned. The vampire start does not work for the knights, not as a starting vampire. You can't. You just can't do it. I've been doing my own comparisons off camera. Isabella would destroy him. Like, she would literally tear his freaking head off. And that's because, and this is something I said last night's episode. This game is, and it's because the beta, I keep wanting to call it a beta for some reason. The mod is smaller than some of the other mods that are for Bannerlord, as far as scaling. It's kind of automatically curtailed by the modder towards you being certain factions to make it a little bit more fun for that faction to be able to roll, because of the difficulties they may face, especially if they're a smaller, newer faction. So us going not Knights Errant was terrible idea. Was a terrible idea. Because the Musolian is not basically set up. And this has been able to confirm with me. There is stat differences. So the Vampire from Musolian, starting as a Vampire from Musolian, is not the same as starting a Vampire for over there in the Manfred territories as Von Karstein. Plus, the Blood Knight is a very different thing as well. Mostly because they just don't get riding. If the Blood Knight got more riding, like instead of athletics, you automatically got riding, like riding a horse, I think that would balance it out. But otherwise, we should have been a knight and pretended we were a vampire and turned into one later for the athletics. Even if that's not lore friendly, we would have just said we were a vampire getting our true powers back. Ha 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 ha. Me thinking about it now, it would have made more sense. We should have looked more human. And then been able to transform as if that's the representation as towards the end of the series, when he truly becomes what he was once again. So, oops. So we're fighting uphill pretty hard right now. So our best bet I can't go to the arena, it's night. Is to get rep up, which rep, let me see where we are. Okay, it's starting to go a little bit faster. It's not as bad as it was. Oh, and if you missed last night's episode, she is a thing. She is now here. I did at least succeed in that last night. So, watching Darius creating the most anti-Vermintide build ever in Helldivers 2. Oh, yeah, I heard. Didn't the robot front fail? Didn't they fall? Didn't the robots win? Which, who would have ever seen that coming? Oh man, speaking of that game is going to be very interesting very soon, and there's going to be some chaotic reinforcements. I'll put it that way, very soon. Most likely Sunday, depending on what happens. Also, oh, that's the plan. Hold on, I want to see something. I didn't look at this last night. I doubt I can do this. Oh, huh, she's a brunette. You never get to see below the the headpiece unless you actually go into character stats. Didn't know that. Oh, damn. Should have rolled the dice a couple times, see if we could have got it blonde. Would have made more sense. But you can't change your name. That sucks. I really wish you could. But either way. He built a stealth sniper lone wolf guerrilla warfare. Welcome to the jungle. They were pushed back, and the divers are back on the creek. That's because they realized, oh shit, we lost. Gaming today. I don't want to get too much into it because there's a lot of crud going around right now. There's a lot of stuff happening. That's just let's just put it that way and put it this way. I support your indie game developer. That's the best way to put it. Because at this point, that may be all that's left at the end of this bloody firestorm. That's all I'll say. But support your indie game developer. Also, all the YouTubers all over the platform that are big, except for a couple, not jumping ship, but are basic. Some are, but not a lot. They're basically retiring, moving on, and I'm like, this is good for me at the same time bad, because it's also kind of showing YouTube's kind of losing its place, and even the big boys are like, we've had enough. And because they don't really need the platform like someone like I do at the moment would, they've kind of moved past that and gone to their own dreams and their own other developments, which, congrats to them. I'm a little worried about as far as the platform itself, as far as how it's run. There's a lot of very nervous things happening right now, let's put it that way. But it is good in one aspect, though, like I said, and the offset of this means anyone who sticks around and that stays around as YouTube traffic, at least now, maybe I might see some more people join in chat, stuff like that, for my variety of type of thing, depending on what it is. So I do miss when I had a little bit better simulator thing going. Which that is gonna be one of the themes that'll always be switched out now. Which we're gonna start part of that tonight, just to kind of show off what the leading simulator is gonna be for now, which is ATS, American Truck Simulator. Now that I've got it perfectly running again. And we're gonna start off with buying our new truck and using it to hire an employee to start basically the first level of our company. But the Helldiver offensive was glorious. Good. Yep, soon reinforcements will arrive. Soon. Alright, so I can't go to the arena until daytime, so let's actually wait because I'm actually wounded. I forgot I did pretty bad last night as far as combat. I might not do much better today. I've been messing around with my controls to get things more efficient to play this game combat-wise. It was good in the beginning, but now that I'm more advanced, I need a little bit more like specialized setup. I'm now able to shield bash, couch lance, and many other things now that I did not know that these were these separate buttons. I do think it should have just been X for all of these, by the way. This is just a personal gripe on me as a programmer here. Why couldn't they have been all on X? It's not like you're going to be couch lancing at the same time you're shield bashing. It doesn't, because you need like 2 buttons to shield bash. You need to be blocking and then press E. So you could have made it blocking and then press X, because X does nothing else other than couch lance, and my brain goes, why? Now in the mods, it made X a little bit more usable for the modders, so they're thankful for that, because X became other things I didn't realize as well. So, but it's kind of silly. I was like, could have just held block and pressed X. But who knows? Who knows why that choice came to be? You know, could be many things. But it is daytime now. Let's go into the arena because I need to ask where the next tournament is. We need to do a tournament because we're going to make the most renown, I feel like, off of tournaments versus fighting these looters. We're going to have to fight whole, like, 40s and 50s and 60s now to make any real renown in actual combat. It's good for money, but not good really for renown. Also, something else I've noticed. There is a debuff, it seems like, to the vampire with Musolian earning renown versus the vampire over if you start in Manfred's territory as a Von Karstein. Because we chose Musolian Noble, but yet it doesn't seem to be getting as much. But when we were our Knights Errant version, we were already, so we're at 66 troops now, right? I'm pretty sure, I wish I could see what date it's spring 21, but I wish I could see how many days have gone by. Actually, yes I can. Pretty sure, if I save, hold on. Think it'll tell me? Yeah, because it says it right there. Let's save it and see what day this is. Probably day 71. Let's see. Also, herd vehicles are coming. Rumors of melee weapons. Also, the dev said they made the game first in the line. That's good. That's good. Somebody needs to be like that in the game development industry, it turns out. So good on Helldivers. I can't wait to play it. Okay. Let's enter the arena and talk to this fine fellow in here, because we need to find out whether another tournament is. Today's going to be more tournament day and me going around doing tournaments. So much more simple to have that as that button. I forgot I never talked to anybody. I don't want to no, how tournaments work, What's in it for? How much is the prize tournaments? So can I join? Are there any tournaments nearby? Bordello and Tournay. You got it. Now I gotta get out of here. Also, what was all that green popping up? Bordello and Tournay. Back to town center and let's head out of here. Where is Bordello? Down there. Gotta head south. That's what I hate about the having this set up, though. I'm not able to control my map kind of properly, so I kind of have to run like this. The other way would be just do this, which is probably what I'm going to do from now on. Alright, Bordelot, you got a tournament for me? Yes, you do. I don't expect to win these necessarily. Also, do we have prisoners? We do. Get rid of you. She is still wounded, and so am I, to be fair, sadly. So I need to rest some more before we do this tournament. Also, the vampire does not heal in Bordelot properly as well. There's a lot missing for the vampire, and when it comes, not Bordelot, Mousseline. When it comes to Mousseline. We also are paying a lot of money right now, so sitting still is terrible. We may have to get stuck in this tack of we're gonna have to earn our renown through hunting war bands, so we can keep our money flowing too. That's terrible. It's all those knights. I also think the knight somehow just makes them also cheat. He just levels up faster. So he can get better stewardship a lot quicker. Woo! Yep, alright. Stop waiting, so we're gonna run out of money. Yeah. We made a huge mistake choosing vampire first. X is also spear bracing. Really? Good to know. Well, at least that's also a sign then, if that's the case. We're also, because we should have been, since vampires are not good on horses, we should have just committed to doing that. I don't know why. I just need to stick forward and let him come to me. Because even though I would love the couch lance, the Knights Errant would have been able to couch lance from the beginning of the game. Like, efficiently. I let him hit me. So we're just gonna cheat the system. And we're just gonna do this. Oh, last minute block on that one. I don't know how. He also is terrible, eh? His vampire has an eyesight problem. There we go. Also, Tam King came up with the best mod that should be in this game last night, a Scooby-Doo mod, where Fred is a Bretonian knight, or Fred is a knight of like Valandia and stuff like that, and Shaggy's like a Battanian dual-handed monster. Scoob's a war dog following him around. Daphne's just some damsel type character. And Velma's like a secret assassin of the Asari. It was like, what the hell? This guy is everywhere. This Foot Squire don't know how to ride his horse. I don't know how we haven't hit him yet. We're just as bad. Dude's trying to couch lance. Well, his shield is broke now. My boy just don't know how to land. Alright. Try to get that last minute, but we're so slow at jabbing. Alright, we're gonna try to cow slams now. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I took the hit. Nice. Well, at least something I've upgraded. Alright, yeah, don't know how I missed that. We both blew it on that one. Alright, the horse is down. We're gonna have to get off the horse. Come, sir. Do you not have a weapon? Woo! I will say we're better on ground, though. Maybe better for me to just kill the horse. Just because we're so slow. I have to get that, like... Oh, there we go. That last minute jab to get it. Also, the Roman mod adds crouch lancing. Couch lancing to spears. Ooh, that's cool. Kind of makes sense, to be fair. Alright, we're against a real person now. Or, well, I say real person. A noble. A noble of the dear Mussolini Empire. We're going to be very careful with this. Alright. Alright, no one hit anybody on that one. Couch lance, boy. Oh, oh! I need to wait for him to try to go for the couch lance and then jab him first. At least if we break his shield, we won't have to deal with him having a shield if we fight him on the ground. Okay. There goes the horse. That was stupid. I did it too early. He shouldn't have much shield left. Like that. He swings faster than I do. That's not good. There we go. Shit. We're in trouble. Also, something you can't do here, which is bad. Yeah, we're dead. We're two-handed. The vampire seems to be better. Our build seems to be better for a two-handed, which is not something you do in a Bretonian tournament. We definitely made this a very stupid, hard, like, unnecessarily difficult situation for ourselves. So I'm probably gonna have to, when it comes to mods like this, I'll probably have to discern that I need to make the kind of final decisions when it comes to character building, because there's not enough oomph to this mod to roleplay efficiently. See, that's what we needed. If we had had that, we might have beat him right there. That at least leveled us up. We're not using that, so we want this. Writing's finally getting up there. Carrying capacity. That's good. That one. Nomadic. Also, it'll make us faster on the field, I think. Well, we lost the tournament, sadly. We need to make money now, so that was kind of a waste. Sucks. Our character's just not good for anything that's meant for this territory. We're not going to worry about the castle. We don't have no magic. Oh. Okay, I'm going to lock onto them. We are faster than we were. We're at least kind of keeping pace. They're not getting too far ahead of us. We're still not going to catch them till nighttime, though. And they got away. There they are. Ooh, there's a 29 instead. That was a lot slower. We'll catch that one. Nice. And during the daytime. Perfect. Attack. To be fair, the historical mode on the historical mods are the ones with the larger teams and the bigger scope. Like the Crusader mod managed to add 5 weapon slots. Oh wow. That's cool. Shield formation, boys. Also, something interesting I've noticed about this mod when you get to a certain point with your units. So I have these guys on shield formation, right? So the spread should not show up like this. It shows up as if it's in wide formation, like spread. But yet they're in that. So it's hard to tell how actual far spread the line actually is. This mod is a little too old. That's why I'm like, I'm going to come back to this mod to do a proper a la carte playthrough. Once it becomes more, gets its update for the Wood Elves. I'm actually going to put you guys here because that's good high ground. I'm kind of hoping they're on that beach. They're probably to our left, though. They're on the beach! That is the most hilarious thing ever. Horsemen? You know what to do. Most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Alright, let's go. Two-handed, let's go. This is the one thing he is good at. Yeah! Instantly one-chopped the cultist in the face. Oh, he blocked that. Oh, I still hit somebody and killed them. Oh. My horse is just running them down. I can't even hit them. Oh, sir. I will say, though, this weapon is so short. Oh, whoa, whoa, sir. I don't know which way to block that. There we go. I still have to block with it though, because I don't know what angle to block on a horse. It's the one thing at least he can survive while doing. I took a lot of damage. Maiden hit, please go heal me. I need health. We need HP. That was okay, Renown. It's getting a little better if we take more risks. Which is why I'm doing just that. I lost no one. Beautiful. Good job, Knights. I didn't help too much. Alright, good loot though. That was the money we needed. We need to immediately go back and sell this and come right back out. Or go to a city. We don't have time to go all the way back to Mausoleum. We're just going to have to kind of run around in Bretonian territory for a bit. Ooh, wait, cultist tied out. Oh, I'm not healed though. Oh, that's annoying. Where is it? We just have to go in at 40% health. This is more loot to sell, and we're running out of money real quick, so we need a lot to sell. Alright, we're going to do the same rule I had last time, so get rid of you guys. We're bringing Grail Knights mostly. If we lose one, we can always go back and recruit some. I do feel like this playthrough is going to end up coming to a sad early end more than I'm hoping, just because it's getting harder and harder to maintain. But oh, something else I need to do when we get back out of here. So I can have 8 people. I don't have any squires, right? So let's bring some Sternsmen. So that way we have a nasty squad. Oh, I hate that it's so dark. We need everybody. There we go. Alright. On me. Hate how dark some of these maps can be. Y'all can barely see, I would imagine. Is that a dude?
I'll eat your liver!
Ah. No, you won't. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright, boys, I'm with you. Following you. Boys on me, hold on. Got him? Alright. Oh. It's hard to see. I see people coming. Watch out, boys. Got him? Good. Is he two-handed? He feels like an actual vampire. He's one-shots these cultists like it's nothing. I need to send you guys out because I don't know where they are. Following you, boys. So dark. I wish you could turn up the brightness in this game. It's so terrible. Tell me why the developers have never had a day. Hold on me. Don't get separated like that.
I'll cut you down!
Alright.
You've cut quite a swath through my map.
Very well. And I did. As I said, two-handed? You ain't beating me in two-handed.
Yes!
Our vampire turns out he was a secret two-handed beast, which makes... The irony is I'm okay with that. I still think I'm going to do that even when we do our Knights Errant. Instead of focusing too hard on one-handed, we're going to go polearm, and when we do the actual playthrough at some point, polearm and two-handed with some guns. Because Vlad did have a two-handed sword. He did like to take people's heads. And the best weapon to do that with is technically a heavy sword. We lost some skeleton guardsmen at some point. That is very saddening. Okay. So back to being spears for you boys. What was happening last night during some of the fights we had to do to get rep. Let's get some more skeletons in. All prisoners. All the loot. We need to have enough to sell quite a bit. Your relation increased by 3 with nearby notables. Cool. Chase these guys down while they're nearby. It'll take us towards the town we've got to go towards anyways to sell. Wow. If I could catch this group right now, it'd be so brilliant. There'd be so many of them. What was that? Whoop! Wait, Duke of Paravon? No, decline. I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot work for Braytonia.
We're just harmless
There
travelers.
we go. Beautiful. I got him. Freaking Braytonia's trying to hire a vampire. I don't blame him, but still, weird. Really, really weird. Really odd. It's one of those things you don't expect to see. Yeah, you guys are fine right there. Horseman. Alright, horseman.
Horseman.
As always.
Judge.
Infantry's just there. Let's go. I hate how short this for a big ass sword this is. Also, the Empire has like the greatest two-handed weapons. That's also why I think the mod was a little bit too favoring in Empire factions. Like, it didn't quite do enough for the vampires, in my opinion. Before moving on. Like, look how terrible this is. There we go.
We've been blessed.
What's supposed to be there? Alright. Yep, that. Baptized in blood. We also want to make our one-handed slightly better for now. Just to at least give us some edge in trying to survive. We need to go to a town or a city real quick. So we need to go Bordello. Alright. Let us sell all of this, and please, yes, a decent amount, thank you. Woo! That brought us back up money-wise, at least. Alright, where is... So we have another night. We might as well at least get all of these up, because at this point, it's become one of those things like we're better off having the knights, because they're just one-shotting everything. We're finally at that point, at least cavalry-wise, where I can kind of just like, go! And they just kill everything themselves. So at least they're making us money. More cultists. There's not a hideout over there we could do. Surrender or die. Yo, Tip King, it only gets worse from here right now, especially when Midland gets added and we get the Wolf Knights. I doubt he'll make it that far. I mean, as far as I know, I don't know. Here's what as far as a small team is concerned, and this for any modder, because we have to understand they don't technically have as much time as a single person. I doubt I doubt they'll end up going too far past what is already what we have kind of planned. If that even gets made these days. Like, we're having basically AAA companies and things like that just basically get thrown under the docket and now being kind of shown up. And it's why I said, like, I'll say it to 1,000,000 times. Support your indie developer. That's the best answer to all of this. Because it'll help in the long run to kind of show something.
Horseman.
Charge horse, as always. Let us go, my knights. I hate these. I hate also that the vampires always have to fight at night. Yeah. My token missed. Isn't that time? My horse has better protection than I do. That's something. Where are they? Oh. Nice. Good job, Kev. As always, yeah, we learned so little renown doing this. Do it for the vampire master. Lestrade. Did you say Lestrade? Do you mean to say Lestat or Lestrade? Well, either one counts, so I'll take either. Vampire Master Lestrade. Oh, Skelly boys, you must become Skelly Spearmen. There we go. Good job, boys. That was not good loot. God. Helldivers 2 is technically indie. Small budget, double A from a triple A. Exactly. And then, to be fair, Helldivers is amazing. We're going to be seeing that very soon, chat. I don't want to spoil too much. Plus, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, just in case James can't do that right now. Or do that this weekend. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, the chaos of the chaotic reinforcements are coming. Oh, even better. Come here, says. Oh, well, those guys are dead. My cavalry has something to say to you.
And we'll sail our life.
I meant Lestrade. Okay. See, I know all the vampires, so it's like whichever version you want to go with. I'm a vampire boy. What can I say? Oh, that's hilarious. Die for me. Do my better. Even though you're not going to get to attack.
Right.
Oh, there's archers. Ah, they'll die after. Go forward. Infantry. You know what? You haven't had much fun, have you? Engage. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, or am I having a crash? I might be crashing, chat, if you hear me right now. Yep, that was a crash. Luckily it didn't crash the computer, it just crashed the game. Well, welcome to my desktop, chat. No, I hope it auto-saved. Oh. Oy, 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 yeah. I do think so as well, as far as here. I have a feeling, sadly, our Alucard series may have to end. That was a good sign of... Nope. We were doing good, too. Alright. James and live fire should never happen, but it must. Oh, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be terrible. And I'm not gonna tell him either. I want to see what happens. I'm not gonna tell him. He's gonna be mad at me, but I'm not gonna tell him. Unless he sees this stream somehow, he's not gonna know. It's like, what you mean I can shoot my own team? Must be giving us that modern AAA experience by purposely crashing other one. No, it's just that one. That one's old. To be fair, TOR, the Old Realms, is a pretty old mod. It hasn't gotten its What Elf update yet, and it's been a while. But to be fair, how much was being put into that mod and how little of, like, how small of a team it is, it takes a bit. It takes a while. So, the mod itself is still fun. It's just, it has a lot of problems now, it feels like. And I don't have my settings cranked that even that high, so. And I did everything that the original, like, tips and tricks for making the mod run a little better. Deleting the shader caches, deleting the shader folder in the play data folder, and then building the cache inside the game as well as just first starting it up. It still does all of that. Sometimes it'll still go for like 60 shaders even though I've built the cache. So. Well, time to download Game of Thrones. I'll walk you through the installation. No. We're not going to do that right now. We have to vote on that. The sad part about it means that just sadly our episode came to an end short today. So. I'm going to change the name of that episode to A Fault in the Blood instead of Strength in the Blood. 40-person team on that, they're just lazy. Like, we're still waiting for the new Blazing Sun and Empire Knights armor to show, well, it happened, sadly. Huh? Hello, I'm streaming. What's up? I'm about to wrap it up and start dinner. What's going on? How'd it go? Things good? Yep. But, did you see that they're adding vehicles and mechs to Hell? Yes. Farseer told me that. Plus, I kind of saw that in a lot of the trailers and stuff I've been checking out. So, it is. I am so excited, actually. Mechs and cars, yeah. It's like, I'll say like a Warthog. My money's on like a Halo Warthog type vehicle, and of course mechs. There's always a Halo Warthog, especially in games like that. Never fails. Which, to be fair, it's a tried and true and tested way of doing things vehicle-wise. Just add a Halo Warthog, it works. And some mechs. It's like, see, I was right, I figured. But yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll end our vampire playthrough for today, and we'll go ahead and start our trucking. Start doing some trucking. And get our ATS going. It'll take me a few minutes to get everything set up, but damn, that's sad. I wanted to at least get Alucard's mercenary squad going. Like, I wanted to get in there and actually get our captain and get some guns, but then we would have called it after that, because anything else would have been kind of hard to do with that mod kind of being at its age. So, because vanilla doesn't do that. This is how I know it's the mod. No, you know. There's nothing against the modders, but even if it is a laziness thing, whatever, you know. Vanilla doesn't do this. Like, I played vanilla and did custom battles up to 1,000 units spawning in at a time for both sides. My computer can still handle that on vanilla. So it's clearly something in the mod that's just not working anymore. So. Don't let James drive it. Well, I know what I'm doing first then, as much as it's going to hurt me in the process. I'm going to also pay for this choice. It'll add to the hilarity. He would drive you directly into the zone of machine firepower. And you know what? I'll gun down as many as I can before we both die. Because of his insanity. He can, welcome, Adamton? Adamton 47, welcome. From Russia, welcome. He can alter game rules to give a more organic, reactive game world. Oh, hold on, I missed something. Also, they have a guy called Joel, whose only job is to admin the servers and adjust the game on the fly. Huh! I love that his name is Joel. Dear God, yes. Was that on purpose? Can't be. No. There's no way that the developer of this game and the company of this game knows what that series or that show is. Right? You know, Joel always has to maintain the satellite. Just stuck there for eternity, not doing nothing else. That's freaking beautiful. The third member of the team would be on sniper vantage point, being ready to revive you guys before returning to the jungle. Well, in that game, I'll admit, that actually would probably be pretty helpful. That unlike Dark Tide with the way it plays, I do think that class actually makes sense in that type of game. Oh, goodness. There's not melee yet, so I guess I'm going to be running and gunning with James and figure out what he goes, and figure out what type of thing I want to go. Depending on where he goes. I'll let him have first dibs this time, since I picked first in Dark Tide. And since there's not melee in the game yet, like Farseer said, it's probably coming later on, but it's not in there yet. I can't do a melee yet. It's much to my dismay. He's basically a games master, can change, but spawns and gives players perks. Ha! It's just Joel. It's Joel making sure the satellite's going. But the secret torture is that that's all he is, and it's all he'll ever be. Doomed to watch bad movies or run servers for the rest of his life. Oh, man. Great goodness. I love it. But like I said, if things work out, depending on how James is able to do things this weekend, you might be seeing that pretty soon. Maybe even tomorrow. But we shall see. I will have to set my buttons up for that real quick, so if I know, I'm going to ask him. I'm hoping he gets on tonight before he goes to bed to sleep for a little bit and catch up on his sleep for the next day. So I can ask him, hey, are you going to be able to do this? Because if so, I'm going to go ahead and start this now. I'm going to stay up, and I'm going to set up my controls for this game. So that way I can be ready for stream. He has a light recon armor, heavy sniper, and an SMG. Nice. Is it definitely crossplay with console? That I don't know. We can find out though. If it is, you can. I would say if you get it, Tam King, definitely join in. If you don't, once you get it, if you don't already have it. Yeah, that would be awesome. I hope it's crossplay. I would imagine it is, with how big that game is and how many platforms it's on. I would imagine. Yeah, so Farseer says yes. So that's why I said. I figured with as big as it is, I would hope that it's cross-platform. But, you know. There's an option for it, I'll turn it on then. I don't mind playing with PlayStation players. That way, Tam King can join me. I'm just kidding. So, I'm leaving my play. I'm starting to become one of those PC elitists. What is a PlayStation? No, I'm just kidding. I'll never forget my PlayStation. Ever. I miss the Tifa. Also, text-to-speech and game chat. Sweet, I don't have it yet, but we'll pick it up to play with you guys. Nice. Nice, so there's text-to-speech in-game. Good. So I'll at least hear Darius in a way. Even though he could just plug his mic in and play. You know, he could just join in and talk and be like, hi! Tell him to stop being afraid of his voice. It's okay. It'll be fine. He can even hide his voice in Discord where he can't be heard. Just by me and James. The worst he has to deal with is James. If y'all can handle a console noob, that is. That'd be hilarious. That's gonna be hilarious. I just love that. It's like, oh man, I do miss my PS5. It's so weird to have been stuck on PC this long. It's so odd. It's so much so that I've run into roadblocks on PC that now I'm just bulldozing my way through because I've gotten used to it. It's terrible. Like I had a problem with ATS last night and I refixed it that same night. I was like, no. It's actually kind of ironically better now with the way I did it than it was. I can't control my UI with my control anymore with the way I had to do it. but it made driving a little bit more smooth. Found out there's no autopilot, by the way, in ATS. So I also want to point out something else that makes me kind of laugh. So Motor Town, behind the wheel, has an autopilot. But yet, ATS does not. For those times you want to just take pictures of your truck or just chill and watch it drive and enjoy the scenery, there's not an option for that. And I also find that kind of strange. I get it's meant to be a simulator, but there's also those times where I'd like, when I'm not wanting to drive all the routes, I just kind of want to sit and chill and enjoy the view. And let my AI at least get me there, and then I'll park the truck and all that. I don't expect the AI to do that anyways. Just to know how to follow a GPS. Until my driver gets tired or I need gas. Just like I do in Motortown. So, do wish ATS did that. Because it would make it more enjoyable of just kind of chilling. Of a chill game. It is still fun and still chill, but there are those times where I'm like, God, I wish I could let the AI drive. Where my toe gets a little sore and tired, where I either have to stop and pull over and just give up on that drive until in the morning, or just power through, which is usually what I do. I know how, let's see, hold on, shotguns plus James plus mission fail, exactly. Equals mission fail is what I meant to say. I know how you PC Master Race folks are. What Thunder News, they're adding M60 2000 to the US Tech 3. Ooh. Y'all have a Bill Gates, effigy, y'all. Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, we do. I have one in my backyard. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this stream devolved into a weird vlog for a moment real quick, didn't it? Damn. Really sad the mod didn't work. So, I'm gonna call this a fault in the blood instead of a strength in the blood for our episode. So that way, it's accurate. And then once the mod, if it ever does update, once it does update and becomes a little bit more fleshed out, we'll come back to it. If not, then well, I guess it was fun while it lasted. But I am eager to either end up doing vanilla, another mod, or something like that. Part of me is, depending on the vote, once I put it up, part of me is kind of leaning towards vanilla, because I do want to show what Bannerlord 2 itself is like, since I've never shown that. Plus, it is something to be admired how far that game itself came, when it used to suffer from those same problems back in the day. Like, certain factions get railroaded, because they were too weak back in the day. Sturgia. Certain things like that. So it'd be kind of cool. We will run mods, just not a cult conversion mod. It would be mods like Dismemberment mod, probably Diplomacy mod, and Custom Banner mod. Something we have not done to this in playthrough so far is what we're definitely doing on the next one. We will be doing a Custom Banner mod for the next one, so if anyone knows how to make any of their own custom banners and wants to make one, it has to be appropriate. This isn't one of the Slanesh streams, even though I have thought about doing those, but I haven't figured out how I would contain those and how I would keep them as their own thing, like in their own contained place on the channel. That I haven't figured out how to do that without making a new channel. Slanesh not. No, that sounds terrible actually, just now that I think about that name. But anyways, let's see. I also hear y'all on PC worship Moloch the Owl at Bohemian Grove, and even sacrifice a console on the altar? Wow! That was a huge reference, by the way, Terry King. That was a huge deep throw. I prefer wolf gods, not owls, but you know. Or goddesses. Wolf goddesses over owls, so. No reason. Oh, God. What about the horses in realistic battle mod? Horses? Nah, for vanilla, I don't think we'll do that. I don't think we'll do realistic battle mod or the horse one for well, maybe the horse one. It depends. I do like the idea of my horse having its own levels. That one we might do vanilla. I don't want to do the realistic battle mod for vanilla if we do vanilla. If we end up doing Rome, we're going to do it for that. We'll do realistic battle mod for Rome. But I want vanilla to kind of speak for what it already is. Because we'll be playing that on actual Bannerlord difficulty. Because for that, it's more natural, or me feeling like I die and when I screw up is less about not thinking about the design of the character, and the mod not thinking about, hey, a vampire should be naturally physically strong on anything, and do more damage, but wasn't really thought about that way. Von Karstein's kind of like that, but it seems like it's the only one that kind of got treated like that. So, but as far as vanilla is concerned, when you die, you feel more natural to this because, well, it's war. It's realistic war. People are going to get wounded, possibly die, da-da-da-da-da. You're going to lose a lot of units on average, da-da-da-da-da, that kind of thing. So, that's why I don't want to go. But I don't want to go to the point where everything one-shots everything, if you get my meaning. Or can't hurt anything at all. I want it to be a little bit fair. Plus, if I make the horses too strong, Sturgia becomes back to what it was. Because then that means the Khuzaits will just railroad Sturgia. And we're going to be possibly doing Sturgia first if we do vanilla. Because I like Sturgia. I like axes, like I said. We never did get to do a proper, even on console, when I tried to play Bannerlord a long time ago, once on console for our streams. We didn't even finish Genera's playthrough on that. Which I've called her Vara now for this universe. She's a Sturgian. This is how we're gonna play it. It's gonna be very weird. She's a Sturgian who ends up joining the Empire temporarily. You'll see why I'm going to do that. But that's for vanilla if we do that, once again. By the way, did you see Leon's latest robot? No, I did not. He called from Optimus and Bumblebee. That makes sense. That makes sense. Optimus just broke a record for fastest walking speed. Think can lift, walk, and crack eggs. You know what? Oh, you meant to say Elon. It corrected it to Leon! Leon! Elon is now Leon. I mean, it is. Dear God. Oh, no. Somebody get this man some random president's daughter. Sounds terrible. It lifted a grand piano. Oh, boy. I don't know if I like that. Well, chat. Welcome to the end of humanity. We're either going to die by robot snoo, or we're going to die by robots crushing us with grand pianos. Your choice. If you want the first option, move to Japan. You see, it has the tech now. They just need. Oh, God. Let's not. Optimus becomes real tomorrow. It's like, oh, shit. Don't do the other one. Let's not be stupid about this. But fighting Valandia, you're gonna need Spearmen because AI is smart enough to group up and blunt the charge. Well, they do that even now. The AI, I don't know if you've played Bannerlord recently, but the AI is like that even in vanilla now. They are way smarter now. Like, it's so much smarter, especially in charges, types of things. The only thing I think they're still stupid on is when you delegate command and the AI just runs out there and dies, or you're helping another army that's a random army that's separate from yours. The AI tends to just blitzkrieg in and die. That part they're still stupid on, but as far as your units, and how they maintain when you tell them to charge, engage, hold line, or blah 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 blah. Those kind of examples, they actually do this pretty well now. So, but that would make the realistic battle mod even scarier because it would confound on top of that even more. So it would make Sturgia pretty hard to survive once again, back like in the day. And I don't want to do that to Sturgia. If we were playing one of the mods that works with this, we would do that. Like Rome. That would make more sense for the Roman one because it's very heavy infantry based. There's some cav, but it's very infantry based. That makes more sense for that because it lets the infantry battles not be so much of a schleg, if you get what I'm saying. Like, because it's going to be mostly ground people. Sometimes those battles, because the way the clumping kind of works sometimes, can take a minute. Depending on if the formation didn't encompass and circle around something or something like that. And cascade inwards. It can actually take a minute. So having a realistic battle mod for that scenario makes more sense. Because now the infantry don't last, even small infantry don't last that long. Maybe one hit. At best. So. I welcome our spot overlords. I'm with Tam King. I'll go with that. Like I said, if that ends up being our future, I'm moving to Japan. I'm just going to... Let's just put it this way. Meet a bartender with black hair and red eyes and strong assets. And an extremely friendly personality. And really awesome person. He's now a robot in real life. Was that detailed enough? Sturgia don't get steamrolled in RBM. It's the Northern Empire that gets slapped. Really? That's surprising. Because Sturgia doesn't really have all that much cav. So it feels like all the cav people that surround them, technically. Mostly it's Kuze. But Valandia, if they get through Britannia enough, will start attacking Sturgia. But that's good at least. But I still think we should play that on vanilla. So it makes the troop trees more... So I assume they get more cav in Sturgia then, like better cav choices possibly. But then again, I don't know if I like that totally, just because that was a real... To be fair in that, the irony in that is that slightly is less realistic. Because in real life, there were factions who just did not have good cav, or cav at all in some cases. Especially depending on the size of the faction. Because horses, well, horses are expensive in real life to maintain. So, even nowadays. So it's like that's cool, but that's also why I think we should stick with vanilla, because it keeps the factions kind of being known for what they're known for. Because I don't want to give them too much good cav, and then it balances out where, oh, Sturgia's got cav that can technically match the Khuzaits now, and you just have to know how to use them. And I'm like, yeah, but that also eliminates the Sturgians being what they're known for then. Then everybody just has their own cav. So, I'll take 2 Tiva bot 5000s with optional extra strong mechanism. Too far? No, never too far. Nothing's too far anymore. YouTube is in a place where it's who knows what will happen now. Nothing is too far. Especially with everyone kind of retiring / some people jumping ship, and just YouTube's about to be in a very weird spot. And I'm happy about it, but also not happy, because for me it helps to a certain extent as a small YouTuber, because all these big boys kind of jumping out of the water kind of makes me like, oh, well, at least now I have somewhat of a chance to get maybe more traffic, possibly, to my channel. But it also means YouTube may also, in its own inadvertent right, because these bigger weight pullers aren't around, might end up losing some things. Let's put it that way. But who knows? Sturgia is based on the the Rus and they had good cav to fight off the Mongols. The real danger is the Empire cataphracts that will make you wish you brought pikes. I mean, yeah, Empire cataphracts are probably the strongest melee cav, but I still just don't. I just don't think that they should, like, technically vanilla Sturgia's melee cav can kill the Khuzait horse archers. So, like I said, I do think it's more balanced in the base game. It's just better not to give them too much overwhelming stuff. Because even in real life, they may have had good cav to deal with the Mongols. They still didn't have overall that much cav. They had enough, but they've specialized that cav into one cav, like one or two types overall, and then subvariants on top of that. But most of it was the type that they used just to hunt the Mongols. Otherwise, they weren't really a horse people either. The horse lords, the Huns, the Mongols, the horse lords of the universe. It's like, what did we learn today? How to shoot a bow on the back of a horse straight into your eye. But anyways, alright, Chad, I guess I should end this so before this turns into a vlog. So I can get ready and we can start trucking. We're gonna so our today's goal, just for reference for our next episode, starting in about 30 minutes at worst, not best. At best, 15 to 10 minutes. But at work, because I gotta retype everything. But at worst, 30 minutes from now, when we do some trucking, our goal for today is to buy our new truck, which I should have the money for now. Customize said truck. Like, actually give it a cool look. And then use that said truck to earn enough money to hire our first employee to drive our previous starting truck and start making money in the background passively. Actually finally getting our Logistic Guardians company up and running. So, it's gonna be good. You can just use the AI module of RPM and just keep everything else vanilla. I'm gonna start saving for them. Tifa. Tam King's going harder than me right now. It's like, I'm not even gonna talk about like how much I know exactly what he's talking about. But we're just gonna go with that, and I'm gonna be like, Tam King, here you go. Here's your 2 or your 3, however many you ordered. I just need my 1. My 1's gonna have special upgrades though. Like, I'm gonna have 1, but it's gonna have all. And I do mean all of the upgrades. Of all kinds. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. This became a hilarious weird stream. I hope y'all enjoyed. And then I'll see y'all for some trucking here in about 30 minutes at worst. So, I'll say this one thing about AI module. The enemy AI don't Leroy Jenkins you 24/7. They can fall back and regroup with their formations and split their cab into groups. Yeah, see, only the one under your commands do that in vanilla. The ones who are separate armies completely from yours, even if you delegate command, your delegated commanders are at least somewhat smarter, and will do this sometimes in vanilla, but the random armies, let's say I have an army of 700 with all my commanders, and then there's an army of 300 that's separate from us, as a bunch of commanders in that. That army is going to just Leroy all the way in. But as far as my army is concerned, even delegating command, I can tell them to do certain things where they will kind of think about, alright, maybe I shouldn't stay in and doing this right now. Maybe we should fall back and rejoin the group. It's pretty interesting, but... Now I need 2. 1 for making someone says and 1 to wash my bang. It's like, I need 2 of them. Nah. That is hilarious. The poor sandwich one, though. That's all they're gonna be doing. That's terrible. But anyways, I hope, I mean the AI. Yeah, AI. Exactly. No, I know what you mean, Farser. You mean like the actual separate armies will be like that, too. Which is good. But I hope y'all enjoyed, seriously, this weird little ending into our sad a la carte series. We will be starting it back up if the mod ever updates and gets a little bit more fleshed out. But crashing on me is pretty good indication that this isn't going to happen. When the vanilla game has never crashed on me once. So I do think this mod needs some more attention at this point. So peace and love to everyone out there. Big shout outs to Tam King in chat with his future robots that he will get from my company. What? I'm gonna be the one that make no, right? No. But anyways, they will not rush in and heavily outnumber and stick with you. Nice. By all, not just wait for Lord of the Rings. That would be a fun one too. I would love to see a Lord of the Rings one. That I would be deeply interested in that as well. Not totally going to play Sauron's faction at all. I'd be totally broke. Anyways, don't worry, Farseer. I'm sure they will have a Sephiroth. What? Ha! Well, I feel like she would probably prefer either Cloud or Zack. Probably Zack. I can see Zack. Zack makes sense. He's got that better personality. If I could turn myself into a 7 bot, I'd turn myself into Zack. Even though he's not with Tifa, Cloud is with Tifa, but it'd be a double-edged sword. It's like, the irony is I like Aerith as well, but we're not going to get into that because, you know, she's red hair, but she's also a mage. But it's a double-edged sword. I'm not a mage person. I prefer brawlers. So, anyways, before this comes to literally a dating profile for me, I was just going to end the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed. This has been an awesome stream. You can kill the Fellowship in the mod when it comes out. Yes! Get over here, Hobbit. Give me my ring back. Anyways, Chris. Let me out. What we were talking about from Final Fantasy. I know you would go Chris. I mean, obviously Chris. Although I think Zack is actually more built than Chris, technically. Just because Zack is a super soldier, Chris isn't. Although, Chris is a possible bioengineered person? I don't really know. Anyways, peace and love, everyone. There'll be a bot for everybody. And until next time, I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all for some trucking here in a little bit. Bye, everyone. Bye.